Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Tiana, and today we're going to be reacting to another Seth The Programmer video. It's called The Third Hokage is Underrated. I just reacted to the fourth Hokage is Underrated. So if you're interested in that, go check it out. It was really fun. Without further ado, let's jump into this video.
Those ramen guy solos, XD forms of
What? What are you? Is that a meme? That's serious?
Kids in the Dragon Ball community use when they say Yamcha, Farm with the Shotgun, or Monica Solos XD. And one of these memes happens to be Hiruzen, the god of all shinobi, the master of all techniques, the man who could solo anybody in his prime. Now, it's somewhat of a clever exaggeration that I actually appreciate because of how the data books and characters actually jerked Hiruzen off during part 1 of Naruto, then suddenly acted like he didn't exist in part 2.
Yeah.
People who talk about pretty much the same conclusion YouTubers and all subpar Naruto debaters comes to is this. In his prime, he could probably just like be a Sanin but stronger or something. And this is ubiquitous. Go to any Hokage ranking video or any Hiruzen discussion video and they all say pretty much the same hot garbage without truly analyzing what Hiruzen Sarutobi is actually capable of. I know I'm coming off strong with this intro and I know it's going to get a lot of hate off of that alone, but I just want to kind of open the community's eyes to this weird cognitive dissonance it has with this character. Because for the most part, all of those Hiruzen wank memes are just that, a fucking meme, with the downplay being unironic and something to look at far more critically. Now, before we can talk about Hiruzen's true strength, we really need to get out our sparkly white gloves and dust our dusty monument argument concerning Hiruzen versus Orochimaru. So most people aren't aware of this, but for one, Orochimaru has 7 states throughout the main series that he can be scaled to, and all of them have much different powers for the most part. You have Orochimaru in his Sanin days, the one that fought Jiraiya and Hanzo, Orochimaru post-time skip that fought Hiruzen, Orochimaru that fought Foro, Orochimaru that fought Sasuke, the one that fought Itachi, Orochimaru in the war, and
damn.
The problem here is that people don't...
Orochimaru was throwing hands with everybody though.
So back to the fight, Orochimaru then summons the first Hokage and second Hokage, and while imperfect, they are still all considered Kage level by the surrounding Anbu generals watching the battle, and are enough to push someone stronger than the Raikage and Inoki. This is a Hiruzen who struggles to make 2 shadow clones later on, and can barely hold his staff in his hand, reaching levels. From here, people kind of put it into perspective that Hiruzen really seemed to be struggling with Orochimaru, and even Orochimaru kind of jerks himself off about how he's beating the legendary professor so handedly. But this is not at all true. Hiruzen, just like he was in the past when he failed to capture Orochimaru and sat down and let him run away, is not at his full strength. So all of these feats so far are him as an old, weakened man and suppressed. To repeat, this old Hiruzen, who should be a retired, decrepit man just smoking his pipe in his rocking chair, is not even going all out against 3 Kage level opponents and is still holding his own.
Damn, Hiruzen? Okay, you an old man throwing down like this and you ain't even going all out.
From Hashirama and Tobirama's powerful combination assault, and that technique pretty much summed up the entire fight. Hiruzen was simply fighting defensively the entire time. At one point, Enma, his summon, even notes this, saying, "This isn't like you," and Hiruzen apologizes. And then there is obviously a sequence where Hiruzen is closely inspecting Orochimaru, implying that he's thinking more about him. Enma is also implying that he should be fighting much differently than what he normally would. And while you could say, oh, he's referring to him being much weaker, that's not what's happening. Hiruzen, even in this final battle, is still not resolved in defeating Orochimaru once and for all. Right before resolving himself to using the Reaper Death Seal, Hiruzen has brief memories of his past, his village. This made Hiruzen recall that he wasn't simply having a back and forth with his old rebellious students. He was protecting his village. He was protecting his family. At this moment, Hiruzen actually snaps and went all out, and while he was tired, the difference in power is very clear. With this, we start to see how Hiruzen would fight normally. He summoned shadow clones, and even after being struck directly with a Bringer of Darkness Genjutsu, he then uses the Inuzuka clan sense of smell to smell the other Hokage through the darkness, deflecting their Kage level attacks while unable to even see, and then tags and seals both of them. After sealing both of them away, he has more memories and more recollections. The memories of what he was entrusted with woke him up even further from the Kage. With tears in his eyes, he went all out and destroys Orochimaru with barely any effort at all, and easily.
So he just snapped and was like, I'm doing this. Like, I am the Hokage. I can't be crying about my old students. So he was really holding the fuck back. I don't know why I didn't peep this when I was watching this. To be fair, I was way younger and way dumber. But still, it's like, damn, like, this is crazy. Hiruzen went off.
away Orochimaru's powers, and 2 Hokage who are both Kage level. All of this is Hiruzen at his absolute worst. The databooks go over what Hiruzen at his best might have looked like. A shinobi with all 7 chakra natures, rumored to be the strongest Hokage, a god, directly confirmed that his talents surpassed even Tobirama's. And due to Hiruzen fully utilizing all of his talents and learning all jutsu and Konoha, or most of them, it can be gathered that Hiruzen did in fact surpass Tobirama as a shinobi. Now it's unsure whether or not Hiruzen can form to the Flying Raijin or not, but otherwise, he seemed to even know a seal for the Edo Tensei when Orochimaru was trying to revive Minato in their battle, and also fancied the Shadow Clones, so it's not illogical to assume, since both of these jutsu were Tobirama's and Tobirama did teach Hiruzen, especially since Hiruzen had to deal with someone else in the war other than Minato and Tobirama. Not saying he does or doesn't have it here, just that if he does have Flying Raijin, it would not be actually that far out there. Now, this is just a data book, but are there feats to perhaps support this? Is there any more evidence than just like a statement? And the answer is actually yes. There are feats that directly support Hiruzen being more powerful than Tobirama and the 5 Kage, even as a reanimated old man.
Hiruzen is fucking heat.
Using many large-scale attacks. It gets to the point where even the 5 Kage are pushed into a corner, and to their rescue, reanimated Hiruzen comes down and is able to hold off the Buddha statue single-handedly and counters its 5-style jutsu with his own 5-style jutsu assault.
That shit is, that's OP.
Comments how everyone in the alliance of relevance being there. This solidifies the statement earlier in part 1 that Hiruzen was definitely the most powerful of the Kage, at least like not the Hokage yet, but at least the normal Kage when he was alive. But it doesn't really solidify him being above Tobirama, as Tobirama is a bit more of a contentious issue when comparing him to the other Kage.
I actually want to learn about Tobirama too. I don't know that much about him. I mean, I don't know much about any of the Kages. I just know what I remember from the show, but I don't really know all their feats and how exactly strong are they. Well, I need a ranking for the Hokage. That's what I need.
The God Tree begins to run amok. Naruto is yanked away by the God Tree and Tobirama tries to stop it. Using his water-style jutsu, he finds he is unable to. He calls for Minato's help, but Minato was drained by the tree in his brief scrape with it. Tobirama in his desperation then tries to lunge in directly to save Naruto, but before Tobirama can even reach Naruto, Hiruzen blitzes Tobirama and obliterates the God Tree with his staff alone and saves Naruto single-handedly again. And while this isn't the most insane feat in the series, this, alongside the statement that Hiruzen had more talent than Tobirama, and the fact Hiruzen was reanimated in his old, weakened body and not in his prime body, should comfortably place Hiruzen above him, at least using empirical data. Hiruzen was even able to pinpoint the effects of the True-Seeking orbs almost on first sight, and was even able to react to a True-Seeking attack with only a Shadow Clone. Now, and the legends suggest, and all the memes suggest, is a bit more of a different argument, and while lore is on Hiruzen's side here, unironically, he needs more feats to place him there confidently. Regardless, though, he's definitely in the top half of the Hokage pecking order, rather than the lower half, as people say.
I ain't gonna cap, I thought he was like in the lower half.
Secret techniques. It's not a wonder Orochimaru thought the more ninjutsu you owned, the more powerful the shinobi you were, as in the end, he was more than likely subconsciously looking up to Hiruzen in his own dark
I see why.
way, and they're fine with that. But forget me, what do you think about Orochimaru actually looking up to Hiruzen? Otherwise, hope you guys enjoyed the video. This video is meant to be more of an eye-opening and educational video rather than debate-oriented, so if you disagree with a thing or two here or there, that is okay, and you could always debate me if you feel very strongly about it in my Discord, which I will link down below. I'm always willing to have a dialogue and hash it out with my viewers to prove myself and establish the truth, or, you know, we find the truth together. So,
I ain't debating shit. This motherfucker was saying like he know hella shit. Seth knows a lot. I'm not debating shit with him. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
This is no different, even if it was
I'm here learning.
A relaxed video. And other than that, hope you all have a great day, and till next time.
This shit was so good. Damn! Wait, I'm sorry. He was in his OP! He was in his OP, guys. God damn. I love this character, bro. Like, what is... I mean, it's obviously based on Goku. Or maybe this is Goku. I don't know. I haven't watched Super. I haven't even finished Z. I want to finish Z, but I haven't even finished Z, guys. I love this character, though. But I'm just really hyped and pumped that Hiruzen is actually fucking raw as hell. He in the top half of the Hokages. So I'm just like, what? I thought Hiruzen was going to be trash. I mean, of course, when they said Hiruzen is underrated, I was like, obviously, he better than I thought he was, but not that damn good. Like, Hiruzen is actually OP. He better than Tobirama too. Goddamn. Well, that was good. I will say that was really good. I do want to rewatch that fight with Hiruzen and Orochimaru. That would be really fun. I need to just rewatch the whole Naruto as a whole and just start over because I just haven't watched it for a while. So I feel like I should rewatch it and then continue where I left off. And that would be the best way to do it. And just for reference, I left off after Kakashi versus Obito in case you don't know. I said that in the last video too. So if you watched both videos, then you didn't hear me say it twice now. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. I apologize for that. Anyways, guys, I hope you did enjoy my reaction to The Third Hokage is Underrated. I hope you guys found a new love for Hiruzen like I did. I mean, I always really liked Hiruzen, but I just thought he was not that good. You know, I figured it was because he was introduced early and not later, so he just didn't stack up to the later characters. But he actually was really good in terms of being a Hokage, and just in terms of just raw strength and feats as well. So yeah, hope you guys did enjoy the video. Anyways, I'll see you next time. Bye!